I know I've only had this vehicle for 2 months, but I hate it. No, I'm just joking. I don't hate it. I love like everything about this vehicle except for two small, well, they're not small things because if they were small things, I wouldn't be getting rid of it. But in today's video, I'm gonna be going over why I'm getting rid of it and what I guess I'm replacing it with, because I have already got something that I'm replacing with, so just stay tuned. But as you can see over here, we have done some modifications, and I really regret doing these modifications because I'm getting rid of it and I'm not gonna get the value back that I spent on this vehicle because I did it. But it looks pretty sick now, and I'm sorry I haven't been uploading on this channel, but it's because I've been working on 2 videos and these wheels and tires being one of them, but now I'm selling it, so it's like, you know what, let me just scrap those videos and I'm just gonna film this video. So here is the big wheel and tire reveal. So on the Jeep, we have 20 by 12 Fuel Triton wheels, and those are wrapped in a whopping 35-inch Mickey Thompson Baja Boss all-terrain. Now I went back and forth with what kind of wheels and tires to get. Originally I was thinking of getting something more like on the Nissan, where it's like on the outside here. But as you can tell on the Jeep, there is a deep dish, and I actually really like this setup. I went with 12 inches wide, and I believe it has -44 offset. And if you guys don't know what offset is, this is gonna be a bad explanation, but it's basically like the distance from where the wheel attaches to like the hub. So for example, this one has a negative offset, so that's why it's like so far in. But if you have a more positive offset, then it's more out, which means there wouldn't be this big lip, and therefore this tire would be closer in, if that makes any sense. But I went with this because I really like having the poke. I think it looks really aggressive and cool. And because there's poke, I went with aggressive looking tires. But the reason I went with these tires is because they also have the, I actually forget what the exact name is, but it's like the 3 peak snow something rating. So basically it's like rated for the snow. I don't know. And because obviously in the winter there is snow. And that's why I got this thing for the winter, but it's not even gonna touch snow while it's owned by me, so. And in order to fit these on without it rubbing against anything, I had to get a 2-inch lift. It's called a 2-inch Mopar lift, but the thing is, everybody says it's actually more than 2 inches, like 2.5 to 3 inches. I didn't measure, so I have no clue, but it looks pretty sick. I will be honest though, once you get like offset like this, where the wheel sticks out, I think it's like 5 inches. So that's 5 inches on this side and 5 inches on the other side. So that's a total of 10 inches. So this thing goes from, I think the stock width is 76 inches, like side to side. But now it would be 86. So it's like parking spots. If there's a really tight parking spot, you like can't fit in it. Going through drive-thrus, I always stick my head out the window just to make sure I'm not gonna rub on the curb just because they're like sticking out so much. And it's just not the most practical thing, but that's not why I'm getting rid of it. So there's 2 main reasons why I'm getting rid of it. 1, I bought a dirt bike. Let me know if you guys wanna see a like GoPro POV of me riding the dirt bike. So originally, I was planning on getting a hitch for the back of the Jeep. So it'd go right here, it would stick out here, and then the bike would like sit on top of it. Because they make those, but the thing is, the max tongue weight for this vehicle, so like the maximum weight that could be like right on the hitch, is 350 pounds. And the dirt bike plus the hitch is pretty much 350 pounds. So it's like maxing it out, so it's like kind of risky. I obviously don't want it to like fly off on the highway and hit another vehicle, because that would just not be good. So I could do that and risk it, or I could get a trailer, but then I gotta figure out where to store the trailer, and trailers are expensive, and then it like adds 50 million feet to the vehicle, and it would be much easier if I could just put the dirt bike into the back of a truck bed, right? Because right now I've been using my friend's dad's truck, and I feel really bad every time we go, because it's like, it's not my vehicle, it's his, right? And that's one reason. The second reason, so I love everything about this vehicle. I love how it looks once you like do all the mods. I like how many mods you could do. The interior is nice, sound system is nice, everything is nice, okay? You could take the roof off if you want. But the thing is, it drives so bad. And like, I know putting big tires and wheels and lifting it makes it worse, but to be honest, the only really noticeable difference that it made to me, like driving it, I'm a bit higher up. And if I look out the window, I could see the tires poking out. But other than that, pretty much drives the same as it did before, and before it was like terrible. I'm sorry, I know I'm gonna upset a whole bunch of Jeep owners. I don't know, it's like, I'm gonna put up some clips of me driving it with my GoPro on, just to show you guys, because it's like, actually, I can show you literally right now too. I will put the clips in though, but like, look it, the vehicle's off, and look how much play is in the wheel. That's how much it moves before the tires actually move. Like, as you can see, I'm moving this quite a bit, and we're staying straight down the road. Now, if we go to my car, look how much it moves. Okay, now we go back to this one quickly, and look how much it moves. Like, that's a big difference. And that was the one thing I noticed that I didn't like about it when I was like test driving it. But the reason I still went with it is because I liked everything else, and I was like, I'm just used to this tiny car. It doesn't even have powered steering, so I'm like, I'll just have to get used to this. But apparently, as I do more research and talk to other Jeep owners, it's just how the Jeep is, and I don't like it. Like, it's literally scary driving. Okay, no, it's fine if I'm driving like 50, or if I'm like driving, 50 kilometers per hour, guy, not miles per hour. I'm Canada here. Or if I'm driving on the highway and there's like nobody in the lanes next to me. But as soon as someone comes into the lane next to me, there's two hands on the wheel, focusing so hard that the vehicle doesn't go into the other lane. Because it's not only 2 to 3 inches before it actually moves, it's like it just goes wherever it wants. Like, if a big gust of wind comes, boom, you're in the next lane. Not literally, but it feels like that's what's gonna happen. And I literally start sweating when there's someone next to me, because I just want to stay in my lane and not go over and hit them. So it's just like, it's not enjoyable to drive. I was gonna try and buy parts to fix it or make it better, but the thing is, now that I got the dirt bike, it just makes sense to get a truck. So I'm sorry guys, I'm not gonna tell you guys which truck I got, but I have a truck on order. It's a 2022 truck. It was actually supposed to be here the middle of September, but I'm filming this after the middle of September, so it didn't come on time. But as soon as that comes in, I'll make a video on that. And the reason I still have this vehicle, okay, to be honest, I know I said I'm selling it after 2 months, but after 2 months is when I kind of, 2 to 3 months is like, okay, I'm actually getting rid of it. But I've had it for like 3 or 4 months now. The reason I still have it and haven't sold it, because I would have sold it and just drove this thing, because the truck's gonna be here before winter. And so that's all I need. Like, I need something before the winter. But the thing is, so I moved from Manitoba to Alberta, and after moving, you have 90 days to switch over the registration from Manitoba to Alberta. So I went in with the Jeep because it had been already 90 days, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go in, get my Alberta plates, put it on the vehicle, and I'll be good to drive this thing. But nope. They say I have to get an out-of-province inspection in order to register it in Alberta, because the vehicle isn't within 4 years old, and I haven't got it inspected within the last 90 days. So I have to get it inspected in Alberta before I could register it and drive it. But the thing is, I booked the appointment, I went in, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that they failed me for. One of the things isn't even, like, I know it's fine, but they said that I have tint on my headlights. I don't have tint on here. There's no... All it is the back part is like painted black. The housing is black. There's no tint or anything covering this, so that's fine. He did say the side reflectors failed because there's tint, and I actually forgot about this. I didn't actually know this would be a problem, but this is easy to take off. Well, it's easy to take off, but it's actually not, because I have to take the whole bumper off. And to take the bumper off, I have to like peel this open, unscrew a whole bunch of stuff, but whatever. But the thing I thought that might fail, which did fail too, is the exhaust, because the exhaust is loud. But the thing is, I was like, well, maybe it won't fail, because if they just start it up, because I don't think they drive it, but if they just start it up, it's not even that loud. It's only loud if you like floor it, right? But no, aftermarket exhaust, so it failed. They also said that my brakes were installed wrong, but the thing is, I got this car inspected when I bought it, and the brakes were good, and since then nobody has touched the brakes. So I don't know, I don't get it. I don't know who's wrong. I guess the people that inspected it first just, I don't know, like, I don't know. And then I feel like there's one more thing. Oh yeah, it's something, I have cracked rubber in the rear spring or something, one of the rear springs. So that's why I still have this thing, because I can't drive this thing, and it's just, oh my gosh, like, I gotta take off the whole exhaust system. The thing is, my original exhaust system is back in Manitoba, 11 hours away, but my dad said next time they come, which they're coming soon, they're gonna bring the exhaust system. So then what I'll have to do is I'll have to bring it into the shop, spend a whole bunch of time just like getting Ubers back and forth, doing all this stuff, get them to take it off, put the old one back on, fix all this other stuff, take the tint off, blah, 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 get it inspected, and then what? I'm not just gonna leave it with a crappy exhaust, and I'm gonna have to put it back on. Like, oh my God. It's okay, guys, it's okay. I know I'm probably over-exaggerating all this, it's just kind of annoying. And I think that pretty much covers everything. I will leave you guys with a little something though. for the truck, even though the truck isn't even here, I've already ordered something for it. How do I don't think, no matter what I say will kind of spoil it, but it's gonna be this thing that I bought is gonna make it a trillion gazillion times faster than this. Faster than a whole bunch of cars. Not gonna go into detail too much, but the reason I ordered it is because it was supposed to be like a 12 to 18 week wait once you order it. So I was like, okay, I'll order it now and then it'll show up after I get the truck. But the thing is, the person said when he placed my order that the estimated date that it would be here was October 8th, which was only like a month from the date that I ordered it. So that thing might even be here before I get the truck, but I'm excited for that. Like, it's gonna be literally, yeah. I'm kind of sad to see this thing go, but at the same time I'm not, because it's like, I hate driving it. I do really love how it looks now with the big tires sticking out and everything, but every time I drive it, I just don't enjoy it. It's like, you gotta concentrate so hard. And like, I regret buying all this stuff. I just got too excited. I'm like, okay, let's mod the Jeep, guys. And I bought all this stuff, and now I know I'm not gonna get what I paid for this stuff back, so that's why I'm regretting it. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to slap that like button. Let me know in the comments below what you guys' thoughts are on everything, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!